Welcome to Muses and Notes, and this is a Tesla Cybertruck. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I ended up getting this demo vehicle from the Tesla service center. Went and dropped off my wife's Model Y for a quick service, and they kindly offered me a demo vehicle for a few hours, and here is the Cybertruck. I've been driving around for a few moments now, and it is unbelievable, but I wanted to go ahead and get a little bit more of an overview on the vehicle itself, on the truck. I'm just so blown away. This thing is incredibly cool, I'm not gonna lie. Love the way that it drives, love the way that it steers. That steer-by-wire is phenomenal. Just the overall dynamics. I love nice little parlor tricks that this truck does. As I came in and parked at this Walmart that I'm at right now, the drive height ended up lowering automatically for easy exit, so that is definitely cool. One thing to get used to right now is the huge screen. I mean, this screen is ginormous, really gargantuan in size. I love all of the real estate. I love the graphics. Everything is quick, smooth, just like Tesla ought to be. And I'm going to go into the menus. I really haven't had a chance to play with it. They gave it to me on a full charge. So here we are going into the menus, and right off the bat, like, I'm blown away at the additional options that you have. We have a 2025 Model Y and a 2026 Model Y. And when we go into the menu, the control screen here, not nearly the amount of options that we have that I'm seeing, but I'm guessing the fact is that the suspension, right, has air suspension here, so it's going to give you a couple of different options. And I'm seeing that we have a ride height option here. It'll, right now it's set to entry, right? It's going to go ahead and lower down that suspension. Gives you an option for the low. Let's see if it's actually going to be doing it. Yep, I'm feeling it being lifted a little bit. Option for medium, it's adjusting to that. And then an option for high, but it says keep ride height until 25 miles per hour. Okay, I guess it gives you like that option, and it's still going higher and higher. So that's interesting to say the least. I'll go ahead and get a nice shot of that whenever I get out of the vehicle and give you the overview, the surroundings overview. But yeah, there's that. We have car wash mode, just like regular. Mirror, steering, everything is pretty much the same. Ride, Sentry, recording, just the positioning, the layout overall is a bit different, a little bit foreign for me, that I haven't seen that. There it is. I guess it finished the height adjustment, so it should be at its highest setting, so that is pretty cool. I'm going to take a good look in a little bit. As far as the driving dynamics here, it has comfort, sport, and off-road for acceleration, chill, and standard. Ride and handling, relaxed and focused. You know what, I have it for relaxed. I want it focused. I wonder if you can do, yep, you can do focused and standard. Preferred ride height, it says, yeah, I guess by default it ended up moving to that higher ride height that I had set it at before. And then we're looking at the surface here. The surface, it says slippery surface, used when roads are slippery. Engage rear locking differential. That is pretty cool. Apply brakes when regenerative braking is limited. Use comfort drive mode in autopilot. Nice. Auto shift out of auto park. I don't like using that feature in my Model Y, my wife's Model Y, I should say. I don't believe that we have it in our 2025 Model Y. It just seems a bit unusual. I need to try it. I need to give it a chance. But just me, being overly cautious, not wanting to try, get out of my comfort zone. That's basically all that is. And then auto lower suspensions when parked for easy entry. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty neat. And then we have an option here for towing and hauling. I am not somebody that's going to tow. I am not somebody that's going to haul things. But dear my, like if I end up getting something like this, this beast here of a truck, I will make it a point to go ahead and haul whatever needs to be hauled and tow whatever needs to be towed, right? Let's go ahead and get ourselves a camper. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a boat and take it out to the lake. But adaptive regenerative braking automatically increases regenerative braking to provide more stopping power based on estimated weight of the trailer. Oh my God, those are incredible features. Trailer auxiliary power, power connected trailer accessories. Okay, makes sense. Right scroll wheel, trailer brake. Okay, to brake. Tilt scroll wheel to the right replaces follow distance control. Okay, that seems like a nice little feature. Trailer alarm. Okay. Trailer light test, trailer setup instructions. Alrighty then. I'm gonna move on past that because I'm not gonna lie, some of this stuff, it's like completely out of my wheelhouse. Charging, this screen just looks so much nicer, this charging section, as opposed to regular Model Ys, Model 3s, and Model S's that I've had the opportunity of looking at. Model S, I actually haven't had a chance to drive it. Need to do a demo vehicle. I wonder if they do demo vehicles on that one. Somebody let me know. Do they do demo drives on Model S's? But anyway, completely different than what I'm used to. It gives you that mileage there. It's right at, let's see, it is at 94%. Yep, got it at 100%. So that is pretty neato. Let's see here. Open charge ports, pretty much the regular things that's on all Teslas, but just looks a little more cyberpunk, right? Given the theme. Outlets and mods. Wow, it actually tells you where the outlets are. Power feed for the front, and the trunk there, or the bed I should say, and then the outlets here. That is cool. Autopilot. This actually does have full self-driving supervised, so that is neat. Let's see here. Standard hurry. Would not want to put this sucker in hurry on full self-driving. Have seen some pretty funky experiences with FSD on a Cybertruck. Not quite as developed as Model 3, Model Y, Model X on full self-driving. So I'm not going to play around with that one. Everything else looks pretty much the same, right? Speed limit, relative, forward collision warning, all of that good autopilot options that we have. Look at the locks, nothing too drastically different that we have on those. Lights, same thing here. Is there a light bar here? Dome lights, footwell, accent lights. Let's try that. And let's give it a good blue. There it is. I see the accent lights. Oh wow, that's so nice. They're running across. I don't know if you can see it, if it's a good perspective here, but you see it running alongside the inside door trim right there, and also here on the dash. Maybe it's a little more prominent if I'm looking away. And back seats, it also has that, so that is nice. Should have had that turned on before. And funny thing, I went to work to pick up a few supplies for an upcoming meeting that we're going to be having next week, and I ran into a few people that noticed the truck, and they're like, hey, can I see the inside of that thing? And I'm like, hey, how about you drive it? So I had a couple of people drive it and love it, so that was fun. The excitement for the truck in general is still out there. It still exists despite many things that have gone down as of recently. Let's see, what does that do? Let's see, okay. That seems not too much of a discernible difference, but I guess the only reason why I really can't tell is because of the you know, it's daylight. So seat position, that's cool. You can move just like you would a Model 3, Model Y, right? The passenger side. Display dark. Okay. Everything is pretty much the same here. Schedule, safety. Nothing that I'm seeing too drastically different. I'm not gonna get all bogged down in this and going through every single little thing. Service, 49 psi is there. Software currently, oh my god, it's only got 1745 miles on it. It is on firmware 2025 20.6, so that is the latest one. I hear Grok's gonna be coming to all Tesla vehicles in the next week. Within the next week, we had Mr. Elon Musk put out a tweet, but you know his timelines, right? He could say it's going to be available within a week, and then 2-3 years go by and the promises don't come to fruition, but we will hope for the best. There have been some individuals that have gone into the firmware and have already noted that Grok is actually active. It was part of the most recent software update. It's just waiting to have the switch turned on so that many Tesla drivers can use it. Looking forward to that. I do have the app and I have tested Grok. Pretty nice, pretty intuitive. It's going to have a couple of different personalities. I most certainly will not be using the rated R. I'm just going to say rated R for the sake of it, right? That's definitely not it. But I'm not going to have the adult version, the unhinged version. I think that they have an option for. I have a 7-year-old, and I'm just not that guy that wants to have unhinged Grok driving along. So there is that. Let's see, navigation, same things. Okay, so other than that, everything seems pretty much the same. I'm gonna go ahead and drive around to a different location here, just move it a bit and then give you an outside perspective. Let me go ahead and move this thing. Okay, so right now it is raising to the highest height setting. I moved a little bit so I could take a video here of the outside, but just gonna wait for a moment for this to get to the desired height. I wonder if I open the door. I'm gonna try it, right? Open the door and see if it'll stop that from actually occurring, or the process finishing. Yeah, it's definitely higher. Okay, so let me try to get a good shot of this. Oh my god, yeah, like the suspension is definitely getting higher and higher, but this is what it looks like on the outside. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to say I'm a little disappointed with the fact that the frunk is smaller, way smaller than I thought it would be, but the vehicle itself, the truck, my god, it looks amazing. It looks wonderful on the outside. Seeing it in person, driving it, is completely different than seeing it pass by. These wheels are ginormous. I think this is a dual motor Cybertruck. Definitely not the Cyber Beast. Definitely not a launch edition here, but there it is. Taking a good look on the outside. The tonneau cover, I'm gonna go ahead and open it here. It is quite quick. I love the light bar that it has on there. I love the option that you can automatically open the back here, and then it's got some storage down below. It's not too bad. It actually feels like it's bigger than the frunk itself. I wonder what kind of options it has on here. Oh my god, there you go. There you go. It definitely has a few options, and onboard power. Not really that technical guy, right? I'm getting into this, so I'm not giving you too many accurate descriptions about the power options that it has down there. So, and then closing the tonneau cover is pretty quick, pretty amazing. I'm just honestly blown away by it, and I'm really glad that I'm able to go ahead and drive it. Had a really poor service visit that last go around. And open up the front so we can view that. Let's see, open it up real quick. And there is the front. I mean, pretty small, not too bad, but my God, you can use it for a bench. Definitely use it for a bench when you're going somewhere. And the placement of the close button there is kind of unusual. I wouldn't, oh wow, that is cool. Did not notice that it makes like a little light bar. Actually gives you a nice little show, but there it is. The Cybertruck here. Let me actually open up the back doors and let me get in here. Oh, there you go. Wrong one. Completely new to this. Doors are really heavy, but that is not an issue. That is a non-issue. There's the box that I picked up with supplies. I'm gonna get in. This is neat. Neat. Oh, the screen in the back is just so much bigger. This is totally cool. It is absolutely comfortable back here. Really, I'm not a tall guy by any means whatsoever. I'm quite short. I'm all of 5'5" on a good day, and good days don't happen often. But yeah, a lot of space between me sitting down my knees and the seat. But not an issue for somebody of my height. The controls here, we have the usual items, right? Similar exact layout to the Model Y Juniper, the 2026. So yeah, that's cool. The controls here for the aircon. The vents are huge, so I could totally see myself and my family, my wife, my kid going on a road trip on something like this. I need this in my life. But there it is, the Tesla Cybertruck. Just a quick overview as I'm taking a demo drive here. Wish I could take you on a little bit of a drive. It drives amazingly. It drives flawlessly. Really liking it, but there's a quick overview. Hope you enjoyed it.